If you have a house in Westerville, Ohio, and you're looking to sell, but you're not looking to pay any real estate commissions or fees, then this video is definitely for you. My name is Dave Perichin, and for over 14 years, my team and I have been buying houses in and around Westerville, Ohio. And before I share with you why so many sellers in Westerville prefer to work with us as a direct buyer, let me just kind of clear the air. This is not an us versus them type of conversation. Yes, we're a direct buyer. I'm going to share all the benefits of working with a direct buyer. But we're not against real estate agents. We're not against real estate brokers. In fact, I used to be a real estate agent, and we work with real estate agents all the time. We buy properties through real estate agents, and we sometimes sell properties ourselves through real estate agents. They do a great job at what they do, but what we're going to explore together in this video is just that it's a very situational type of thing. You've got to determine what's best for you and your situation, because everyone's a little bit different. So the big three factors to consider when you're selling your house if you're going to choose a direct buyer like us versus a realtor like we do sometimes and work with different realtors. The big three are the condition of the property. Do you want to sell it as is, or do you want to put work into it? Timeline and time constraints that you might be facing, or deadlines. You know, if you got to sell the house fast and you got to hit a certain deadline, or do you have all the time in the world? And then finally, number three is just privacy. Do you want people walking through the house? If so, great. You know, or are you more of a private person and you just don't want people trekking through the house? So first and foremost, let's cover the repairs. Now, if you're somebody who wants to sell as is, if the house needs repairs, you might consider just working with a direct buyer like us, because that's exactly what we do. We're a cash buyer, so there's no appraisals, there's no formal inspections. We will buy the house as is. We're never going to ask that you put any money into the house or give us credits for repairs or anything like that. There's no formal inspections or appraisals. However, if the house is in beautiful condition and shows immaculate, work with a realtor. They're going to get a bunch of buyers interested in this thing. If it's move-in ready, and find that buyer. Let a realtor find you that buyer. They're probably going to end up getting you a pretty good price. But that's if the house is in tip-top shape. If it's not, and you don't feel like dealing with any work, consider working with us. Number two is the time constraint thing. If you're on a timeline, maybe there's an inheritance type of situation, maybe there's a court involved, maybe there's a divorce situation, maybe you're back on payments, foreclosure, maybe there's any kind of time constraint, maybe you have a moving date you got to hit, maybe you're buying a new house and you got to close on this day, so this house needs to close, and this happens all the time. If you have a time constraint, you might want to consider working with us, because we could close on the date of your choice. It's a true cash buyer situation, so there's no loan involved. We don't got to wait for approval or anything like that. Now, if you're not under any kind of time constraint and you just want to see how much you can get for it, or you just want to basically, you're ready to sell whenever the house sells, work with a realtor. You will be selling when the buyer is actually ready to close. But if you have time, work with a realtor. If you have some kind of time constraint, you might consider working with us. And then finally, the third factor is just the privacy thing. We speak to sellers every single week where they just don't want a lot of people trekking through the house. And if that's you, if you don't want a lot of open houses and you don't want buyers going through, and you don't want appraisers going through, you don't want inspectors going through, you don't want anything like that, well, we're going to be a better fit for you in that situation, because we don't need to go through the house 100 times. In fact, sometimes we can buy the house right over the phone, just send us some pictures or a video. We do this all the time. So if you don't want people trekking through the house, we're a good fit for you. If you don't care and you do want people trekking through, because that means maybe a bidding war, or maybe the realtor can have open houses over there and you want people in the house, then perfect, work with a real estate agent. But those are the big three factors. It's the repair, it's the timeline, and the privacy. So if you're somebody who wants to explore selling your house and selling it without paying any commissions or fees whatsoever, give us a call at 614-300-5151, or visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. So when we get on the phone, it's an easy conversation, just so you know. We're going to talk about your house in Westerville, and we're going to talk about any timeline that you might want to be working within. and we're going to make you a fair cash offer on your property. If it works for you, great, we'll move forward. If our offer doesn't work for you, no crime, no foul. We'll simply shake hands and part as friends. This is not going to be a high pressure situation. We're not going to try to force you to sign anything. We're not a call center, everybody. We're here locally. We've been working with people for over 14 years. We have hundreds of great reviews and testimonials. So even if we're not a good fit for you, we'll gladly shake hands, part as friends. It's not going to leave a bad taste in your mouth. You'll probably end up talking to me, and I can't wait to talk to you. But if you have a house in Westerville, you want to explore your options, see what we can do for you, or sell the house as is, close on the date of your choice, keep everything extremely easy for yourself, give us a call at 614-300-5151 or visit us online at sellhousecolumbus.com. My name is Dave Perichin. I do look forward to speaking with you, and I look forward to working with you.